This has got to come out quickly. Rams are going to bring 5. They do. Quick throw, left side, ball to DT. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver.
The Broncos fought hard all the way to the end, but they fell to the Rams 23-20. Hello, and thank you for joining us for Elway Access. I'm Phil Milani alongside John Elway. John, for the second week in a row, the Broncos gave up a big game on the ground to the opposing running back. What's it going to take to make sure it doesn't happen again this week?
Well, that's a good question. I think that obviously it's always been an emphasis try to stop, the run game, and we've done a good job up to the last really couple weeks, and have really struggled. So hopefully we can find a solution in a short week against Arizona going down there. But it's very frustrating, and even though we've played good football teams, the Rams are a very good. Gurley's a very good football player. But the way that went about it, it's not something that it's something we got to get fixed in a hurry.
And here's Todd Gurley with a burst, and Todd Gurley still on his feet.
Not the standard around here for sure. I mean, especially with guys like Domata Peko, Derek Wolfe.
No, it's not. And I think that especially with a lot of the same people on the defensive side that we've played with the last few years that have a lot of success with, we're not having any success with now. So we've got to get it figured out.
It seemed like the game would have been maybe a different outcome if there was touchdowns instead of settling for field goals a couple of times. What makes it so hard to punch it in there in the red zone?
Well, I mean, I think everything just gets so compact down there, and that's what makes it difficult. And so throwing the ball, you got to be that much crisper, and if you can run the ball down there, it helps a lot. And so we've struggled on the ground down there. After running the ball really well, we just haven't got it done. And so I mean, we've got to be able to. They get tighter, and we got to make bigger plays down there and give ourselves to make some plays too. I think that. There's been some times that we've had some chance to make and we haven't made the plays.
Shotgun snap to Case, steps up, throws the ball. Wide open, Sanders. Sanders at the 5. Sanders to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver.
Case Keenum's dealt with some adversity this year so far. Has it helped just having a veteran back there? Or how have you seen him deal with some of these things?
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult. I mean, playing that position in today's world is very difficult. If you don't have a lot of success, then, people are going to let you know it. And so, he's a veteran, and he's a guy that, he's got a big will, and hasn't quit at all. And so he's kept us in football games, even though I'm sure he'll be the first one to tell you that, he hasn't played as well as he'd like to, as well as our whole football team can say that same thing. So, we'll continue to work at it. Obviously, we've got, especially with, with the struggles we're having on defense right now, we've got to be able to stay up with people on the offensive side. So, it's a problem on both sides of the ball right now, and we just got to get going offensively a little bit quicker.
Well, it could be a good thing then, maybe playing on Thursday night as the team heads to Arizona. Watch this taste out of their mouth.
Well, I hope so. We kept saying that after the Kansas City game going into New York, and
That's
so
true.
It's kind of like the bottom line is like I'm sure everyone out there, it's a broken record right now. We've got to change some things, and things have to change this week, and our veterans have to play better. Coaches have to coach better, and so on a short week it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel. We got to go in at Arizona on Thursday night fighting for our lives, because we are.
Is that the sense you're getting? Maybe just one win turn the whole atmosphere around?
Well, you would hope so, and you get some confidence. We're not playing with a lot of confidence. Anytime you go through what we're going through, you lose a lot of confidence, and so having some good things happen to us and try to win a football game.
Well, we'll see what happens on Thursday night. That's going to do it for us. For John Elway, I'm Phil Milani. This has been Elway Access.